What is up, certified fight fans? If you're watching this video, congratulations. You are not a casual. We had some major fight announcements. Dana White with his big, pink, huge head got on his shitty, cheap camera and made some fight announcements in the most anticlimactic way, like he always does. And the fights that we got, pretty good ones. Now, we figured this was going to happen, but Jack Della Maddalena is defending his title against Islam Makhachev, the king of the pound-for-pound list, the man who vacated the 155 title and is moving up to challenge Jack Della Maddalena. And this fight's going to be very interesting because although Islam is the major favorite, although he is the pound-for-pound king, Jack Della Maddalena is a natural 170er. He's been fighting at this weight against pretty large men, and he's been doing really well. Finished Gilbert Burns, just beat Bilal Muhammad. So I think he should have the edge here, even though Islam has the odds edge. And I think that Jack Della Maddalena, his striking prowess, it's going to bode well for him in this fight. Now, Islam Makhachev, incredible wrestler, incredible grappler, and pretty competent striker, pretty good when it comes to standing on the feet and exchanging. But Jack Della Maddalena moves forward really well, very crisp boxing. He strikes beautifully, and he's going to see the holes in Islam's stand-up game and exploit them because he is quite brilliant when it comes to MMA IQ. We have the ultra-rare mega fight going down in the UFC. Zhang Weili vacates her strawweight title and is moving up to challenge Valentina Shevchenko for her flyweight title. And this is going to be very, very interesting because strawweights have a historically very good chance at being victorious when they move up to flyweight. Alexa Grasso became champion after moving up. Now, of course, she had trouble making weight. Weili's never had trouble making weight. Weili is a much smaller woman than Valentina, but Valentina is knocking on 40, and she has been slowing down just a little bit, and I do think Weili has a good chance here to be victorious. Now, who am I going to pick? I'm still going to lean towards Valentina Shevchenko, the Bullet, but I would not be surprised one single bit if Zhang Weili is victorious against Valentina Shevchenko. Zhang Weili just has this ferocity about her. She is undeniable when she's in the octagon. She is a beast. She goes beast mode, and she gets it done in the octagon. So she's come a long way since her Rose Namajunas losses. Patched up those holes, and I think that she's going to give Valentina a really tough fight, but I do give the slight edge to Valentina being the bigger woman, the more experienced woman, and just the head kick's going to be open, I feel like. Then we have Leon Edwards' unofficial retirement fight, and he hasn't said anything about retiring, but Carlos Prates, with how ferocious he's looked, with how crisp and fluid and unpredictable his striking style is, and with how rigid Leon Edwards' style is, I do foresee Carlos Prates getting a very emphatic finish in this fight, knocking out Leon Edwards quite badly. And I think Leon Edwards is going to have to really consider retiring because where's it going to go from here? You're never going to get that title shot again. You got manhandled by Sean Brady. If Carlos Prates finishes you, it is not a good look for the former champion. I think he should just hang it up if he does sustain a major knockout loss. And on UFC 321, we got two new additions. The fight that nobody wanted, the fight that nobody asked for. This fight is, how do I say it, dog shit. It's Virna Jandiroba taking on Mackenzie Dern for the vacant strawweight title. And, man, that division is in trouble. If Mackenzie Dern doesn't win this fight, that division is in trouble. At least Mackenzie Dern, she's not a very entertaining fighter, but she's pretty attractive. She got a booty. I mean, she's more marketable than Virna Jandiroba. God bless you, Virna Jandiroba, for getting this far in life while looking like that, because that's tough. But solid fighter. And this fight is unfortunately going to be occupying a spot on the main card because, man, this is the type of fight that prelim skip. And then in the bantamweight division, we get Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Mario Bautista. Bautista coming off a great victory over Patchy Mix. Patchy Mix looked dreadful, but a lot of that was because Mario Bautista looked fantastic. Very overwhelming fighting style he brought against Patchy Mix. And Umar Nurmagomedov coming off a really tough fight against the king of the bantamweight division, Merab Dvalishvili. This is going to be an interesting fight, but of course, I do have to give the edge to Umar. Umar is just the best bantamweight on planet Earth, not named Marab. So, got to give the edge here. But Mario Bautista seems like a great guy, so I wouldn't be too upset if he won. But Umar is the more talented fighter, the more well-rounded fighter, the more lethal fighter, I'll say. So, definitely have to give the edge to Umar. Those are the 5 fights that were just announced, and I'm very excited to see 4 of these fights, really 3 of these fights, because I'm not too interested in the Umar versus Bautista fight. But UFC 322 is going to be fantastic. If you love fights, if you love MMA, if you love UFC, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. You're going to get good content. I promise to keep pumping out great content for you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Real fight fans gather here, and that's what I'm talking about. Stay tuned. MMT out.